Welcome to the Big A in Anaheim, California, as the Kansas City Royals take on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in Game 2 of this 4-game series. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Physiak. This is Rex Hudler, and the Royals playing some very good baseball. They have won 5 straight games for the first time since last August, when they won 9 in a row. And one of the guys who's leading them is a guy we've been waiting for, and Alex Gordon, the Cornhusker, has really gotten hot.
So frustrating is this game, but on the fan side of it, even more so for their guy. Pulling hard for Alex. Every little base hit, the fans at the K are going crazy. But now look at how simple, how easy his swing is. Okay, when you start getting hits, then it just, muscle memory takes over. He's got a nice downhill plane to his stroke. He's staying down. He's not uppercutting the ball. He's not twisting and turning like he did early, trying to pull everything. He has simply found his groove, and it's just in the nick of time, Fizz.
And you have a saying, who's driving the bus? Well, for the Royals, it's a fleet of bus drivers. They are hot 1 through 9. And just lately, I mean, it's been Salvador Perez and Lorenzo Cain and Eric Hosmer and everybody as you take a look at what Haas and Perez and Cain and Moose have done.
Just in the nick of time, too, like Gordon, 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters. That's when they all get hot at once, the opposition's in trouble. And I don't care who they throw. The Angels are in trouble. The Royals knew when they came on this road trip that there was a possibility if they only lost one, they could get back to 500 before they went back to the K. And those fans out there at the K, Fizz, starving to give their guys some love here.
Well, what do you say we make it a half dozen? They're going for 6 in a row. Ian Kennedy will be on the hill, and he's hoping to get this kind of offense tonight. Kansas City is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less. Beautiful warm day in Anaheim. Steve Physiak, Rex Hudler, Joel Goldberg. Temperature currently 82 degrees. We come to you from the Big A, where the Royals won last night by a final score of 7-2. And here's a look at Kansas City's starting lineup. Merrifield, Bonifacio, Kane, Hosmer, Perez, Moustakas. 3 straight games where KC has had 6 players with multi-hit games, so their offense has been hot. And their Academy leaderboard shows you what they have done 3 times in club history. The Royals have scored 7 or more runs in 5 straight. And the last time was 1979.
Pretty impressive what that offense is doing. And you know, when you're Jesse Chavez, a pitcher who's facing a hot offense like this, you're a little guarded coming in. And when that happens, you're in trouble if you try to be too fine and nibble. Fastball, cut fastball, change up, slider, curve, and a guy with all those pitches, you can't sit on one pitch. Look in the zone. Anywhere in that middle of that plate, just zone him and don't worry about what he throws. He's not overpowering with that fastball. And he has given up a home run in a career-high 10 straight starts. And the way the Royals are swinging the bat could get loud, pass out the earplugs. Andrelton Simmons and the Angels defense is one of the finest shortstops there are. There's no question about it. Just 5th year in the majors, but he's already got 2 Gold Gloves. He's a fine-looking player. He's quick with his feet, his hands. He's got a great arm. He's a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, he won golds in 2013 and 2014. Our crew chief, Fielding Culbreth, is at third base tonight. C.B. Bucknor will be behind home plate, and Mark Carlson and Manny Gonzalez at first and second. So here we go with the Royals at 31 and 34, tied for third in the American League Central, 4 games back of Minnesota, because everybody won in the Central last night. With Merrifield, he was the guy who put together the longest hit streak in the American League this year with 19 straight. And he's raised that batting average to .295 with 9 hits on this road trip to San Diego, San Francisco, and now Anaheim. Chavez is a veteran, 33 years old, out of Victorville, California, about an hour's drive from here, straight east over the mountain on your way to Mammoth Mountain to go skiing. Victorville in the desert.
I guess somebody better close the gate in left field. That would be advisable.
I just did notice that, and right now it's the left fielder Ben Revere who's going over to close it.
Let the player do it. That's good. Hope he doesn't pull a muscle.
Yeah, somebody's going to get in trouble for leaving that open, letting all the animals out of the barn.
Well, there were 2 reindeer on the field before
You're right.
the game started. So
this is Christmas in June here in Anaheim, and they had reindeer on the field. Santa threw out the first pitch, and now we are ready for Jesse Chavez to throw the first pitch, and it is low, ball 1. And you know, Hud, Whit Merrifield has done a really nice job, because the Royals put him in the top spot earlier this year, and he did not fare that well, going 8 for 59 in his first 14 games. So they put him down in the order. He got hot. Ned Yost put him back at the top, and 9 for 27 since.
It's up to the skipper to put the right guys in the right spot, and Ned's done a great job of that here recently. Whitley's a player you can put anywhere. But when he's on fire like he is, he uses the whole field line to line. He's a threat.
Led off the first inning last night with a base hit to left field. Unfortunately, he was left stranded. First 2 times up, single, double.
And you know, when you're the first batter of the game in the opposing ballpark, your toes and your cleat marks are the only thing in the unblemished batter's box. That's pretty special. I don't understand this right here. There's been almost a minute go by when they haven't thrown a pitch.
Yeah, you think
Really?
they have their scouting report already done. Fouled off. Well, he wanted to throw that slider, and Hud, he's got 5 pitches like fastball, cutter, change, slide, or curve. You showed them in the percentages that he'll use.
He's been beaten by the long ball, and he's going to get beat again tonight by the long ball. He's given up 17 home runs in 74 2/3 innings.
You're dialing 8 right now.
Uncle, he might get him here.
Oh. Nope, right down the middle. And that is strike 3 called.
Ooh, man, was that the pitch? Right down the middle.
Now Jorge Bonifacio, who is the only Royal not to reach last night. He went 0 for 5. He has 4 hits on this road trip, including 6 RBIs and back-to-back 3 RBI games in San Francisco. And Bonifacio on that fastball, sending it straight back to the screen. Chavez had a rough outing last start at Houston, but didn't receive a decision as his team came back for a 12-6 victory, and again fouled back. But it was the most runs he's allowed this year, when he allowed 6, and just went 3 2/3 innings, and that was also tied for the shortest start of the year. All 4 of his hits came off of his fastball, but he also walked 4, and that really cost him. Breaking ball hit down the line, and that's a fair ball. Bonifacio around first on his way to second will make it with a double.
His 7th on the year. Oh,
man, that got chalk.
What a doinker that was.
When you're going good, you're going good.
Hey, he'll take that. Now, off the bat, you could tell when he cued it off the end of his bat, the way he took off, that he knew it was going to sit down and be fair. He's saying, all right, he's talking to it. Chalk me. Hopefully we'll see the Locaine lean back today. Our Kubota power stats. Oh, man, is he on fire. 6 home runs in his last 12 games. And when he had just 2 in his first 51. He is on fire, and the ball is just scorching and screaming out of the ballpark.
And 4 of them on this road trip.
Yep, and you know that 91, 90-mile-an-hour average on his fastball, Chavez, that's perfect hitting speed. Just like Nolasco last night. Same miles per hour, 90, 91. Perfect. Locaine hitting .317 with a runner in scoring position. Numbers coming up there for the Royals. They're at .231 as a team now. They were under 200 for the first couple months of the season. The game's coming back. They're hitting the ball where it's pitched. They're playing team baseball. Oh, by the way, he's given up a .406 opponent average with the runner at second and beyond. 3rd highest in the big leagues.
Grazes the outside corner with the breaking ball. Wow. Awfully close.
Especially with 2 strikes and a man in scoring position. You don't. It doesn't have to be right down the middle to hit that ball. If he swung at that pitch, and he could hit that out.
Just barely missed that inside corner.
Yeah, to want to be aggressive here. There you go. Anything close, be hacking. See if you can get an early lead for Kennedy, who is well deserving of some run support.
Bonifacio with a 1-out double, still at second base. Kane now with a 2-2 count. And then he zips the fastball at 91 by Kane, so has 2 strikeouts already in this contest, and now 59 on the year.
So far, he's really taking his time, and he's making the hitters wait. And I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or not, but he's doing a good job of keeping the ball in the middle, except for the one pitch Whitley took right down it.
Well, here's the guy who has had the most success off of Chavez in his career. And not too many Royals have faced Jesse that often, but Eric has been up 7 times and has 3 hits. As we take a look at the Toyota League leaders, Eric Hosmer has the highest batting average in the major league since the beginning of May, 364. Ahead of Buster Posey, who we just saw in San Francisco. And Eric hits it sharply, but right at Cameron Maben, who will make the catch. And that will do it for the Royals in the first inning. We'll see Ian Kennedy on the hill when we come back. Returning to the top of the order, hitting .389 as their leadoff batter. He'll lead things off, Calhoun, and then Pujols with his 601 career home runs, and he'll be protected by Yunel Escobar. And on the hill for Kansas City, Ian Kennedy, making his 12th start of the year and still looking for his first victory, as he is 0-6.
Yep, all the numbers are lining up for Kennedy to get a win tonight. All the offers, hasn't beaten the Angels. You know, hasn't won on the road in a while. Fastball, curveball, changeup, slider. That fastball, 62%. He loves that pitch. It's a good one too. 4-seamer. It's not a 2-seamer, but it moves like one. It takes off. He's ready to go. He's got a good curveball he'll have to bring in as well. Changeup's effective in a fastball situation.
Maben overall at 262. In his career, hitting over 340 against Kansas City, and he has been around. Last saw him with Detroit. Good breaking ball. I was talking with Royals bullpen coach Doug Henry, and he really thought that Ian was going to have an excellent start, just the way his bullpen sessions have been going. And every single game, he feels like he's been getting better and better since coming back from that hamstring injury. Maben to left field, and Gordon will make the play for the first out.
Our Ford around the horn defense, we're going to show you. Royals have not allowed a stolen base in 8 straight games, and that's important because the Angels, they have the most steals in the league. Good point. And not to mention the 4 Gold Glovers out there, they have the best fielding percentage in all of baseball.
Only 23 errors the Royals have made this year. And now Calhoun, who 4 times up hit the ball sharply last night, singled his first 2 times up, then lined out to Mike Moustakas, and the last time up was robbed of a hit on a diving play by Whit Merrifield, and he threw him out.
Well, I agree with Doug Henry when you were talking to him, as I was able to chat with Kennedy yesterday, and I said, are you about ready to throw your best game? He goes, well, I don't know if I could be any better than the last time I faced the Angels. He was great early in the season, didn't get any run support, but they won on a walk-off. The Royals did. 8 shutout innings. He said, I'd like to repeat that performance right there and keep our guys going. And he said it's not about him and the wins. It's about the team first. And that's one of the reasons why the Royals are back. They're
And the start you're talking about was on April 16th, when 8 innings, gave up only 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. That was his best performance this year, and another no decision.
Yep. And when you don't get run support, that's why. He's had a difficult time his first 5. Didn't get much runs. But he's back. Expect him to have a good game. 0 for 8 now, Calhoun.
And he finishes him off with that good fastball.
He'll use that part of the zone on left-handers. That fastball away, he'll force you to hit the ball to left field. Can't pull that. And it's elevated. When it's just above the belt, that fastball, it's a good pitch. He's a fly ball pitcher. But it's when it's thigh high, just above the knees, that's in the nitro zone. A lot of hitters don't miss.
Now Pujols. Strike 1.
Albert's 5 for 15 with 3 home runs out of the 5 hits off of Kennedy.
One ball, 2 strikes. Kennedy, even at 91 or 92, has that late life on his fastball. That's why he gets a lot of strikeouts up in the zone. Gordon will run this one down, and Ian Kennedy has a 1-2-3 first inning. Victory number 1 for him, and push that Royals to a 6-game win streak. Well, tonight we are participating in the home run challenge. Every home run and strikeout in this game raises money for prostate cancer research. Since June 1st, over $3.3 million has been raised in the challenge. You can make a pledge by going to homerunchallenge.org.
That's right. Keep it up, Royals. Back underside of the baseball.
Jesse Chavez had good fastball command in the first inning. And the first pitch to Salvador Perez is on the outside corner, perfectly located, strike 1. Salvador with an 8-game hit streak that has upped his batting average to .280.
And during this time, he's not afraid to go to right. When he was slumping, he was trying to pull everything, and that's usually the culprit.
He had 2 hits last night, 1 to left, 1 to right. And the 1 to right was that blooper that should have been caught, but was in no man's land, where the first baseman, second baseman, and right fielder all converged on the ball. It was really Calhoun's, but he would have wrecked into his second baseman had he continued on, so it dropped for a hit. And then the next batter, Mike Moustakas, really put the game away with a single up the middle, scoring 2.
With a good easy swing. Just put it in play. Find the hole.
Boy, he believes in his fastball tonight. 3rd strikeout.
Yeah, it tells me Salvi was looking for something different if he was able to get it by him. Good location.
Chavez is one of those guys you really have to admire. He was a 42nd round pick in 2002 out of Riverside Community College by the Texas Rangers, and never made it to the major leagues with that ball club. Then traded to Pittsburgh, then to Tampa Bay, then to Atlanta, and then to the Royals, where Kansas City got Jesse along with Tim Collins and Gregor Blanco for Rick Ankiel and Kyle Farnsworth. He only pitched in 4 games with the Royals.
And he's in his 7th year in the big leagues.
And then after KC, claimed by Toronto off waivers, then Oakland. That's where he had his greatest success with the A's. And Mike drives one to right, but Calhoun is there for out number 2. This Father's Day, join Major League Baseball and the Prostate Cancer Foundation in the fight against prostate cancer by supporting the Home Run Challenge. Log on to MLBcommunity.org to learn more. A lot of Royals fans we saw at the ballpark.
That's right. Everywhere we go, Fizz.
I know I was talking with Mike Moustakas before the ball game after he got that base hit to drive in 2, and I said, Moose, we're on the road, and I thought for a second that they were booing the opposing pitcher, and then I realized there were like thousands of Moose calls. And Mike said, yeah, Fizz, I had a lot of family and friends here. And I said, it wasn't just family and friends. And he had a big grin on his face.
Beauty.
Escobar to right field for a base hit. Calhoun knocks it down. Escobar will turn but hold on to first.
Beautiful. Nice at bat. First time up. Clean single to right. They're sitting on the outer half of the plate. Oh, the head position was nice. Look at the head. There you go. Kept his hands inside the ball. Comfortable lower half right now. He's not trying to juice it out of the park. He hit it so hard, Calhoun nearly whiffed it.
And that's now his 8th hit in the last 4 games and 16 at bats.
He keeps that up, he'll be over 200 tonight.
Chavez first pitch in their strike 1, and Brandon Moss is a guy who likes that fastball down. From the knees to about thigh high. 9 home runs this year for Brandon.
It's been cool for a little while.
Well, that's because we had those games in the National League ballparks, and the only thing he could do is come off the bench.
Yep, just had one opportunity.
He was used to doing that because he was with the Cardinals last year.
Yeah, but May 26th was his last homer.
Yeah. June is usually his best month.
And this is really a time where Chavez has been struggling this year as well with 2 outs. He can't seem to finish guys
point.
off. See if Moss can get him.
Opponents hitting .323 with 7 home runs with 2 out off Jesse Chavez. That's the 4th highest average in the major leagues with 2 out.
There you go. So we're seeing a lot of highest when we're putting numbers up for him. So if, as hot as our offense is, Viz, you would think that we're going to get to this guy.
Brandon Moss tries to bloop one to left, and he will drop it for a hit. Escobar stops at second. And the Royals have first and second with 2 out here in the second.
Okay, just what we're talking about here. Good for Moss. He'll take that broken bat thing in a heartbeat. Yeah, now look at this. He kept his head down. He was looking the opposite field. He's slightly open. He's got, now he steps further. He steps about this far, but see, he's leveraged with it. He's going down with the back leg. He's dropping him down. The head position was there, and he'll take it. See if Alex can stay hot.
Sure was last night. Fell just a triple shy of the cycle. So, and I love what Alex told Joe Goldberg on the postgame show last night, where he said, "I'm too old and too slow for go for triples anymore. I was going for a home run."
Yeah, and you know what? He was truthful with that, but still,
I thought it was great.
His tongue was planted firmly in his cheek.
Great to see him smiling, having fun again.
On a base hit to left field.
Good off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex with all 3 of his home runs in the last 8 games. And that was after no home runs in his previous 192 at bats. See what he's done his last 5.
The league still trying to pitch Alex in. Yeah, how about that, Santa?
Miracle on 34th Street.
That's awesome.
What do you want, honey?
He's got
I want a home run.
He's got himself a little girl now.
Yes, he does.
Look at that bat flat on his shoulder, like that. Easier path to the ball.
Whoa, man. That looked both inside and high, and Alex didn't like the call from Bucknor.
CB has a pretty liberal strike zone. It's big. Look at that. That's whoa, man. And that's where Chavez wants to jam him. Right there. Look, ground ball to the right side is what he's looking for.
Strike 3 called. And that will do it for the Royals. They do get a couple of hits. Leave 2. Bottom 2 we go. Kansas City, Minnesota, and Cleveland. This is Edwin Encarnacion blasting his 14th home run of the year, and Cleveland leads big on Minnesota 8-1 in the 8th inning. Here's a look at the American League Central. Minnesota started the day leading Cleveland by 2 games, and then Detroit and Kansas City 4 games back. That's when the day started. You saw how things have changed a little bit. It looks like Minnesota will lose, so Kansas City has a chance to move to within 3 games of first place if they win. Escobar, the batter, fires one over to Escobar, and Alcides throws out his namesake. Now Luis Valbuena, and we had a chance to see him with the Houston Astros for a number of years, and he was a very capable backup where he would rotate around from first to third base. And he at the beginning of this year was their everyday third baseman, but you see how he struggled, hitting just 177. So now coming off the bench a lot, but last year with the Astros hit 260 with 13 home runs.
He's had trouble staying healthy. He's got pretty good pop from the left side. 10th big league season already for him.
How about that? Always a lot of strikeouts, but good power in his years with the Cubs and Houston.
Yeah, he has 2 hits and 18 at bats off of Kennedy with 1 homer.
He's now 31 years of age, out of Venezuela. Not much success against Kennedy.
Ian Kennedy and I talked about early in the games how a lot of hitters are fouling his pitches off, working his pitch count up. He says, I'm going to do the best I can to keep throwing strikes and let him put it in play.
And he does right here, and Alex Gordon with his 3rd putout of the game. Make sure to come out to the K for T-Shirt Tuesday this coming Tuesday when the Royals host the Red Sox. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a one-of-a-kind Hey 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 T-shirt.
That's right.
Presented by Sprint. To view all T-Shirt Tuesday designs for the season and get tickets, visit Royals.com/T-Shirt Tuesday. Well, the Giants had the Say Hey Kid with Willie Mays.
I don't know, but Kennedy will take the early count outs. That's
Will he ever?
thing.
7-pitch inning for Ian. FS1 and Fox. The Rays take on the Tigers at 3 on FS1. Then on Fox, the Royals battle the Angels at 7 on Fox, or you can watch it live on FS Go. Well, Steve Physioc, Rex Hudler. We're now joined by Kenny Albert, who will work the game tomorrow night with Eric Karros. Just want to get your thoughts on these two teams.
Well, first of all, great to be with you guys. The last time I was in a booth with Rex, he left me. He left me, Steve, in the 5th inning.
And here is the first out as Merrifield grounds out. And you want to know, it doesn't surprise me because he's left me many times in the middle of the game.
It's hard to stay still in the game, but you know what? They summons me to the field. Socia actually let me put on a uniform, and I was a bad boy down there, right next to the well.
With the microphone. He actually did color, did the analysis on the field as the bat boy.
And they let me take water around to my buddies, the umpires, man. It was
That's
great.
right.
That's right. I do remember watching that game.
Oh, man.
But to get back to your question, Steve, looking forward to it. Royals obviously hot, 5 wins in a row. Angels back to the 500 mark, couple of young pitchers. Eric Karros, should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And here at the Big A, I mean, these were the two teams that met in the American League Division Series when the Angels were the hottest team in the month of September and wound up with the most wins in 2014 with 98. And the Royals just swept them. They swept them here, winning 2 extra inning games, and then blew them out back in Kansas City.
What a run that was for you guys. Back-to-back World Series, and I know it was a bit of a tough start this year, but it looks like things are back on track.
Yeah, I remember the Royals got up to that 7-16 start, and I was telling you that Ned Yo said, I have never seen a team where the entire offense can go cold at the same time, but can go hot at the same time. And we're seeing that in the month of June. Handled well by the first baseman Valbuena. He takes care of Bonifacio. And Kenny, you have a chance to go around and see every single team in just about every single ballpark. Who are the teams that have really impressed you so far?
Well, I've only worked 3 or 4 games so far, but have a bunch coming up. But you know, living in the New York area, seeing what Aaron Judge is doing with the Yankees, and he just hit another one, number 23.
Wow.
Up in Oakland, his hometown. He's been an amazing story this year. But, you know, I think when these next couple of weeks, you get into late June, early July, as you guys know, it's such a long season. And even though the Royals got off to the start that they did in April, there are still 5 months left. I think that's the beauty of baseball, that it is 162 games. It's not 16 like the NFL or 82 like the winter sports. So it does give the teams time to get back into things, and we've seen that with the Royals.
Here is Lorenzo Cain, and he has a 1-1 count. Cain struck out swinging his first time up. We're visiting with Kenny Albert, who will have the national game tomorrow night. And Cain with a drive.
Get up!
Deep to left field, and look at this. He has done it again. Lorenzo Cain continues red hot.
Kenny, when he hits a homer, he leans back. We call it the lean back low Cain. That's this year now. He's been around for a while, you know, but it's that lean back. When he hits it solid, man, you can see a big arc in his back. He knows he gets them when he does. And that's a beautiful thing to see him continuing his home run terror.
We may have to steal that from you tomorrow, Rex.
I think you should, because he might just go off again. He's in some kind of groove right now.
And now Hosmer takes one up the middle, but fielded by Simmons, who will throw him out. But the Royals score first. And Kenny, have a great time tomorrow night.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Steve. Rex.
Way to go, Kenny. Good to see you again,
Always
bud.
fun.
Thank you.
City is brought to you by the Missouri Lottery. Every ticket played gives back to Missouri schools, so play it forward with the Missouri Lottery. By Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Chevy Silverado, the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. Find yours at your local Mid-America Chevy dealer. Well, Lorenzo Cain goes deep again. He has hit 8 of his 9 home runs since May 23rd. And for the Royals, that was their 80th home run, HUD. And the team record is 168, set back in 1987. I think they're going to blow by that. I mean, they still have 96 games to go.
Believe it. And Locaine is lava hot, especially when it comes to the long ball. 7 homers the last 13. Wow. I mean, he's recognizing that pitch and he's not missing it. He's hammering it.
Breaking ball, good bite, but winds up in the dirt. And Lorenzo Cain, 11 for his last 28 on this road trip with 5 home runs.
Yeah.
And it was quite surprising for a couple of guys in Cain and Gordon who weren't driving the ball earlier in the season. And now Cain with 9 home runs and Alex Gordon with 3 home runs in his last 8 games. The ball hit sharply, but right to Whit Merrifield. Gobbles it up. Throws out Ben Revere. So Ian Kennedy will now face Martin Maldonado, the Angels catcher, and he was a really good pickup from the Milwaukee Brewers, where he hit .202, and this year he's hitting .253.
New scenery sometimes is a good thing for a player.
Yeah, Mike Scioscia raves about his defense.
And you know, if Scioscia's raving about his defense and he was Maldonado's a catcher, so is Soch. That's good.
There's Mike
Scioscia. He's an
Scioscia.
excellent teacher and was one heck of a catcher in his day. World champion.
Won 2 championships as a player, 1 as a manager in 2002. That was a very good baseball team, a lot like the 2014-15 Royals. And Mike alluded to that a couple of years ago. And before the Royals won the championship, I was visiting with him, and he said, you know, the Royals will remind me a little bit of our 2002 Angels with a great bullpen. They had Troy Percival and they had Frankie Rodriguez, etc. But they also had guys who bought into the team philosophy. Great base running team. Scored just enough runs.
Brad Fulmer was their designated hitter and he could run. So they just ran wild. And you know, he's right, because the Royals, they had a lot of homegrown talent themselves. That's really the key. That's a lot of teams have tried to buy championships. They're hard to do.
Now time for AARP's Getting to Know Martin Maldonado. He was with the Angels originally, was their 27th round pick in 2004, and then left 3 years later to join the Brewers, and now back with the Halos. So obviously he made an impression on Mike Scioscia.
And when they let him go, I guarantee he didn't burn a bridge, say some things when they let him go that he would regret later. That's what you don't do in baseball or in life.
Yeah, and Scioscia's much like Ned Yost, where he'll go down to minor league camp during spring training and work with the young catchers. How about that play by Whit Merrifield? Oh man, that's a great play.
There you go. Robbing another hit. That's a cap tipper. That's right. Short hop too. You know what? He just used good judgment there. Ball was hit on the line, and he short hops it. I mean, it's a little short hop there into his glove. He didn't catch it on the fly. Didn't panic. Yep. Thank you very much.
Now Cliff Pennington. And that's been one of the reasons the Royals have been able to stay in the race. Their defense, they never let their offense affect their defense.
No, that's the definition of real professionals.
I remember visiting with Nathan Carnes when he was healthy, and he's new pitcher to the Royals, and he said, you know, if I am just aggressive down in the strike zone, this defense is flat fantastic. Every single infield defender is terrific. The outfield is solid. Gordon, a Gold Glove winner. Kane, who should. Bonifacio, much improving. And Bonifacio is a right fielder that Rusty Kuntz raves about. He really believes he's going to be an excellent defender in the big leagues. And Hud, you can talk about this because there is a difference in the minors to the majors because of the lights for an outfielder.
Yeah, you know, recently, the last 5 years, they got a lot of new ballparks, and the lights are better. But they're still not major league quality. And so when you get guys down there that are throwing hard, it's hard to hit, and it's also hard off the bat.
Ian Kennedy picks up his second strikeout, but throwing a fastball by Cliff Pennington, and the Royals head to inning number 4, leading 1-0.
Ned Yost, the manager, looking serious and locked in as always. Joel Goldberg down by the Royals dugout, and while Ned always has that game face on, he does like to have fun with his players. And you know, the players nowadays, they've got a handshake for everything, including with their manager. So check this out. Before the game, every game, Ned Yost goes into a boxing routine with Eric Hosmer. Yeah, he's got the body blows there and the uppercut. I mean, this is not a side of Ned Yost maybe a lot of people see, but guys talking to Eric Hosmer about this, and Hos said, look, don't even ask me how I have all the different handshakes that I do. I don't remember them, but this one sort of started in an interesting way. Ned Yost picks up the story by saying that Hos was struggling in April, so he thought from a superstitious standpoint, let's try something different. He said, I figured I would start with his heart and go at his jaw. I was just trying to break him out of that slump. It worked, he got hot, and now they do it every single game. And Ned said, look, bottom line is this. We have fun with everything we do. We like to laugh around here. But it's at that moment, guys, that Ned Yost turns into some type of Hulk-looking boxer, almost a cartoon character, and Eric Hosmer loves it.
I know that's a side that you rarely see from Ned.
And
but inside that clubhouse, man, he is a player's manager.
Well, you know, we're not privy to what goes on in the clubhouse, but that was nice that we were able to get a little sneak peek. And a good job by Joel bringing that. Fall in there for him.
Mike Moustakas
drops
it. And the Royals with two very fortunate hits in this game. One by Bonifacio down the right field line that drew chalk. And now Mike Moustakas' bloop single to left.
Shortstop, number 2,
He kind of got a late break out of the box, and he couldn't really pick it up. And he couldn't get to second base, but that's all right. He's got him a single here. Let's see if Eske can stay hot.
Escobar singled to right field his first time up. As we told you, 8 for his last 16. And Escobar, how about that? He's at 200. He's at the Mendoza line.
Okay. He's a much better hitter than that.
Oh, career 262 hitter.
Yeah. Keep the line moving. Just get that rally going again. Get it started. Put some more doubt in Chavez's mind.
Escobar really strong on this road trip, hitting .345 with that home run in San Diego, his first of the year. And with Moustakas at first baseman is holding him on, and Escobar taking a shot at the right side. In the dirt, blocked by Maldonado.
Escobar, now he's got 13 doubles. Hey, Hosmer leads the team with 16. Escobar is second, and he's got a lot of those down the third base line. So any little floating off-speed pitch that hangs up in the middle, he'll turn on it.
Tried to check his swing, but he went. Tell you, Chavez must have late life on that fastball. He doesn't overpower you. He's usually 90 to 91, but he's already struck out 4 in this game.
I think his cutter's been effective. He's been putting that on the outer half of the plate to righties.
For the longest time this year, the Royals were dead last in batting. At one time, their average was under 200, but they have raised it to 246, 11th now in the American League. Still last in runs scored, but averaging 4 per game now, and they have been incredibly hot in the month of June, hitting .299.
I think he's going to challenge him right here. A little two-seam fastball that he threw the previous pitch, that sets up usually a pitch on the outer half, but he's been staying with his fastball tonight.
Angels thought the Royals might put something on. Send Moustakas with a 3-2 count to stay out of the double play, and perhaps have Escobar hit one to the right side.
I don't think they're going to do that.
You're right. Popped up. Valbuena with the catch.
Don't want to get anybody thrown out with Moss and Gordon and the power that they have. I think stealing bases is good for the Royals, and it has obviously worked for them in the past. But with this power that they have now, they're going to take their be careful with their opportunities to steal. You get a guy thrown out there when the next guy can hit a homer, the trot, and knock in both runs. So I think Ned's going to be a little bit more selective when he puts a steal on. Or a lot of guys have the green light on their own anyway.
Moss with a high drive to right center, but enough air under it to allow Calhoun to race under it, make the catch. That does it for KC in the 4th. They still lead 1-0.
Alameda County Coliseum. Sean Manaea thought he could sneak a piece of cheese by Aaron Judge. Can't do it. 23rd home run. You just can't contain him. That leads all the majors in homers. But here's the American League board.
You see Mike Moustakas tied for third. Logan Morrison of Tampa Bay just in front of him. Mike has had a sensational month of June, hitting .400 with 5 of those 18 home runs. And now it's back to the top of the order after Ian Kennedy has worked 3 perfect innings. Maben flied out to left field his first time up. He has reached in 20 straight games. He and Eric Young very responsible for keeping the Angels afloat, with Mike Trout on the disabled list with that injured thumb. Strike in there. There are the numbers. They were averaging 4 runs per game with Trout, hitting .236. And what's amazing about that, Hud, Trout was having another MVP-like season. But it seemed like the team, everybody else around him, was struggling.
Yeah, and you know, Eric Young Jr., he picked up the slack a lot out there at left. Look at Kennedy coming back after falling behind 2-0. Nice work. Our Missouri Lottery Fox Tracks will show you where that was. Right down low, exactly where he wants to execute. Breaking ball. Oh, that was his changeup. Very nice.
Yeah, the opponent's only hitting .103 off of his changeup this year. Now he'll face the very dangerous Cole Calhoun, has been extremely hot in June, much like Moustakas. Power this month, 5 home runs in his last 14 games.
Kennedy has the eye of the tiger today. He had it yesterday too when I asked him about his opportunity to pitch today at the Big A. He looked at me and he kind of squinted his eyes and he goes, "I'll be ready."
Well, he's always ready. He's one of the most prepared pitchers I've been around. Great competitor. Local guy here from Southern California. Grew up in Huntington Beach. Ball whistled foul.
Yep.
Into La Quinta High School, then on to USC. Great career there.
Nice efficiency there with the pitches.
And when you think of all of the players that USC has produced to the major leagues, and of course you have to go back to the great Rod Dato days when he was their baseball coach. And then he goes up the ladder and gets strike 2 on Calhoun, and he struck out Calhoun on a high fastball at 93, let her high.
Yep, and that made him 0 for 8 against Kennedy. There he is, 6 foot 200. Now, he should probably stay with that fastball again. Let's see what Salvi calls. But he struck him out on that last time up.
They do stay high, and it's fouled off, 1 and 2.
Now, once you get a hitter in swing mode up there, you get through a couple heaters in a row, then you drop the hammer on it. Changeup would work right now also. Kennedy's got it going on. And we showed you the pitch count and how efficient he's been so far in this game. That has been a problem for him in previous starts. High pitch counts early in games, first 3 innings. The reason he's only been able to go 5-3, 5-2. Those are his past starts, how many innings he went.
Kept it on the ground, and Hosmer underhands to Kennedy, and 2 out. Let's take a look at the University of Kansas Health System injury report update. Victor Martinez of the Tigers. The Tigers are tied with the Royals right now for 3rd place in the Central. One of their top offensive stars placed on the 10-day disabled list today with an irregular heartbeat. Our thoughts are with Martinez at this difficult time. He spent last night in the hospital and continues to undergo tests. Meantime, the Royals still have 2 starters in the DL with Duffy and Carnes. Angels have 3 starters in the DL with Richards, Heaney, and Skaggs all injured.
Friends, let me show you something here about Kennedy. Another thing I'm watching. Watch him get off this mound here. He's ball hit to the right side, gotta go. Look at, he's going right up the line. Get there early, plenty of time for the easy out. Being aware. Attention to the little details. Lots of times you'll hear a catcher say, all right, get over, left-handed hitter up. Just a reminder. Sometimes you get locked in your own world out there when you're trying to execute your pitch and think about how you're going to get the hitter out. A lot to think about.
Albert to center field. Kane has it measured and makes the catch. So Ian Kennedy has faced 12 and retired all 12. When we come back, Alex Gordon will lead things off. Outdoor power equipment. Find a servicing steel dealer at steeldealers.com or search STIHL. And by Ford, going further so you can. Beautiful evening here in Southern California, Pacific Ocean, just a few miles to the west. And Ian Kennedy, who grew up on the beach, Huntington Beach, California, pitching awfully well. He has struck out 3 in his 4 shutout innings. To the 5th we go, and Alex Gordon will hit for the 2nd time. First pitch curveball, ball 1.
Hey, beach ball.
Yep. You know, there are a couple of Angel personnel that I was talking with today, and they said, you know, I think we had a letdown yesterday when we lost to you guys. And I said, I beg your pardon? And they said, you know, we played the Yankees and we took 2 out of 3, and there's a real buzz in the stands. And I go, you were welcoming a really hot ball club. We beat you because we're hot. And they said, yeah, but we had a letdown. Well, we shall see in this 4-game series. The Royals have not lost to the Angels this year. They've won all 4 of their games. And the Angels were playing some good ball. We told you they took 2 of 3 for the Yankees, and 6 of their previous 9 they had won. That ball lined to center field. It'll drop for a hit. And Gordo has another base hit. Now 9 for 24 on this road trip. Let's check in with Joel.
Well, Whit Merrifield coming to the plate. His dad, Bill, is in the house, and Bill was once a member of the Angels organization, drafted in the 2nd round by the Angels in 1983. Look at that old picture there, and it looks just like the way his son looks now. Whit, 51st overall pick of the Angels. 16 picks later that year in the 3rd round, the Angels selected Wally Joyner, who to this day is a good friend of Bill Merrifield's. And Bill, 29 home runs in A-ball for the Angels for manager Joe Madden back in 1984. He would go on to play in AAA ball for the Angels, the Pirates, the Rangers. Had a brief one-day call-up, didn't get into a game, but he is here tonight to watch his son Whit all these years later.
And Joel, isn't there a crazy story about that one game in Pittsburgh where he got called up and there was rain or something?
Yeah, he was supposed to get in. I think he was going to play. It got rained out, and then they sent him back and never ended up making it up. But I know he is loving watching his son here in the big leagues.
Yeah, he gave him the ultimate compliment as Gordon goes. And there's a base hit.
That's beautiful.
And that is Whit Merrifield at his best. Hit and run. I love that baseball.
That's exactly what we're talking about there. Good call by Ned. Put a little something in Jesse Chavez's head. And that pitch was a perfect pitch to do it on. Out and away from him. See the big hole right here? That's the whole idea of a hit and run. Hit it behind the runner so the runner can get to third base. And they got action going. First and third, nobody out. Bonifacio up. In order to stay out of that double play, don't look to pull him. Just look to the opposite field and it'll keep you from rolling over to the left side. Middle of the field. He's good in the middle. Bonifacio, just 206 hitter with a runner in scoring position. But he can also look for some elevation too. Get a sac fly would work. Okay, there you go. He's been getting more hits on the pull side, but center and right aren't too far away. He uses the whole field.
To right field, caught by the second baseman Pennington, and they get the double play.
There's some buzzard luck right there. He raked that ball. Perfect idea. That's all you can do. Hit it hard. Stayed inside the ball. That would have scored one for sure. And was able to get Merrifield barely.
Now Kane is responsible for the one Royals run. Chavez likely will work him carefully, as hot as Kane has been on this road trip. Eleven hits and 5 home runs. Gordon still at third. Strike evens the count. And Lorenzo comes through with a 2-out base hit and knocks in Gordon to make it 2-0 Royals.
Yep, remember, Chavez has a hard time with 2 outs and putting teams away. When you're facing a lava-hot hitter like Lorenzo Kane, and you leave anything out over the middle, it's going to get hit. So Kane now with his 9th home run, with his 24th and 25th steaks now. Steaks are ribeyes, ribeyes are meat, and they're good. Meat down the middle, right there. Way to pick him up, pick up Bonifacio. And Bonifacio didn't do anything wrong.
No. Both runs coming with 2 out, like you said. 2-out home run in the 3rd. Now a 2-out single by Kane in the 5th.
And you know what? The fact that Low Kane can steal bases and he's 12 for 12 this year, that's okay. Just the fact that he could do that might get Hosmer a fastball up there. And he lined out hard to left field.
Shortstop Simmons will throw out Hosmer. That does it, but the Royals come through with 2 out. And we head to the bottom of the 5th, leading 2-0.
his spots. That's right, he's mowing them down. Now he's got a little help from the defense, and when you're as good as the Royals are defensively, you're going to tip your cap. I like how he's doing it. Mixing all of his pitches, not really staying 60% fastballs like he has before this game. He's mixing them all up. Just 3 strikeouts, a lot of zeros. Keep it coming. Got 2 runs of support, which is pretty good for him.
You ain't a kidding, because that's been part of the challenge with him. The last time he faced the Angels, we told him they gave him nothing while he was on the mound. And finally, the Royals won it in walk-off fashion in the 9th when he was out of the game. But he was brilliant for 8 innings. And as a matter of fact, if you include the 4 that he's worked tonight, he's only allowed 2 hits and no runs in 12 innings this year against the Angels. Escobar, Valbuena, Simmons here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Rolls that one up the middle, fielded by Merrifield, who throws him out. 1 down. Fans, get more bang for your buck this season at the K, as every Friday night home game now through August will include Buck Night and summer fireworks. All the hot dogs and peanuts you want with Buck Night, presented by Price Chopper. And finish strong with summer fireworks presented by Popsicle and Price Chopper. 2 ballpark favorites, 1 epic Friday night. Get your tickets at Royals.com. Visit an area Price Chopper location or call 1-800-6-ROYALS. And I'll tell you what, they've got a great organic section.
What, Price Chopper?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know how healthy I am.
Well, look, you know what? None of us are guaranteed tomorrow, Fizz, so better pipe down.
Better take care of yourself right now.
Today, right.
I'm just praising Price Chopper and their
no,
organic
no.
produce.
Are you kidding? I like their meat section.
They got organic meat too. Pitch low. I'm sorry I blew up.
They don't have any veggie dogs, though.
Yeah, they do.
Veggie dogs?
Yeah. Price Chopper has everything.
Okay. I'm going to look for them.
Well, that changeup barely missed. He's in his danger of allowing his first base runner, and Valbuena might be taking here.
Okay, now you see him shifting there, kind of moving, thinking he'll pull. All right. He wants to stay in there. Kennedy, a big key for him is to not have any free passes. Get in there and challenge it.
And now,
there you go.
3-2.
You could tell that's really on his mind. He kind of showed some disgust, a little body language when he went 3-0. He's all right, now don't start that up. Well, he'll take that. It's right on the edge. But he had 5 walks his last time out against the Padres. Don't want that. That'll work.
Gordon makes the play, and this time of the night, Hud, we know it can be really difficult because you have sometimes the marine layer or fog or sometimes even smog that makes the dust look like the same color as the baseball.
Yeah, it's really tough. I remember watching Darren Erstad play center field here, and he would wear the amber lenses in his glasses this time of night just to brighten things up so he wouldn't drop any. He dropped them 2 or 3
where he couldn't find them.
Right, and then he said, I got to do something. I can't be doing that to my pitcher, even though it's not your fault. But so the glasses seem to help him. So it's not a bad idea at certain times of the evening, usually about the 4th or 5th inning.
And Erstad was so competitive. He had that edge where he'd be out there searching for the baseball.
Hard to talk about Ersty and not talk about our left fielder.
Yeah, they're cut from the same cloth, both from the University of Nebraska. But Erstad would be out there with his palms to the heavens, and he would be so angry with the sky.
You could see
for not allowing him to find that baseball.
You could see the veins in his neck from the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
But I'm really liking how Ian Kennedy's mixing up his pitches, throwing a lot more breaking balls, keeping him off balance, because they know that he loves the heater. And that's what he did to him last time he faced the Angels way back in April on the 16th.
2-2. I mean, he's only at 61 pitches and almost through 5 innings. That's like right where you want to be as a starting pitcher. To the right side, Merrifield gobbles it up and throws out Simmons, and 5 outstanding innings for Ian Kennedy. 2-0 Royals. On top of his game as we head to the 6th, and that means it's our Sonic Slam inning. Our contestant is Debbie Smith from Gladstone. If the Royals hit a home run out of the park in this inning, Debbie will win $500, but if the Royals hit a grand slam out of the park, Debbie will win $25 grand from Sonic and the Royals. Here is Salvador Perez. Well, he's belted 13 this year. Salvi to right field, deep. Calhoun back at the wall. He leaps, and it's off the top of the wall. And Salvi around second base. Oh, he puts the brakes on. I thought he might go for 3.
Now, you know what? He did the right thing there. He's in scoring position. But on contact, Calhoun, I'm not sure he saw it, but he turned his back and looked like he was thinking it was going to go. See, this is the first time he picks it up. He was running to the wall with his back to it and just missed it over his head. Salvi will take it.
All of a sudden, the Royals beginning to get to Chavez. He gave up 3 hits, only 1 run in the 5th, but the Royals really hit the ball hard. The 1 double play was a line out by Bonifacio into a double play. Strike 1 on the inside corner to Moustakas. Time now for tonight's Sprint Trivia question. Name the 4 California-born Royals to rank in the top 20 on the club's all-time home run list. Well, George is from near the airport at LAX.
And Moose has got to be one.
One would think.
Ding, ding.
So, Brett.
Kevin. Guys, I came up with this one for you so you'd fall in the trap. Moose is one, George is not.
Oh, 'cause George wasn't born in California?
How about Mike Sweeney?
Now you're back on track.
Ding, ding, ding.
Come on, Fizz, you got to know. George Brett, born in Glendale, West Virginia.
And then he moved at, oh man, he was really young when they moved and they came out here.
Fizz, just admit you missed it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Get him over there. Oh, yeah.
Moose with a line shot to right, but right at Calhoun.
Oh, I thought that was going to do it, but that cannon right there. Woohoo! Salvi made the right decision. I thought for a second that had enough depth on the ball for Salvi to go back and tag. But look at Salvi, he's looking back there saying, bueno brazo. That's a good arm right there. And he's got just one step coming in, and that's on the fly. He'd have been out by 10 feet. Too bad Moose couldn't get under that. Moose has got to get his 100th home run right here in his own backyard. I like his chances.
Boy, he hit a laser line drive right there.
2.5 games to play. He's going to do it.
Royals are getting to Chavez.
But not the amount of runs that you'd like to see.
No, but look what they've done recently. Line single, line out into a double play, line single by Kane. And after Hosmer made out to open this inning, high arcing double by Perez and Moustakas with a line out. So obviously Chavez, not with the command that he showed earlier, maybe the light on his fastball as well. He's at 72 pitches. Escobar to third. They throw out Esky, and Perez has to hold at second base, so the Royals have to do it again with 2 out. And the Royals at Fox Sports Kansas City are offering a unique way for fans across the Midwest to enjoy a game at Kauffman Stadium. It's Raised Royal Fan Express. Fans in designated markets will have the opportunity to win a trip to the K. Our next stop is Topeka on June 24th. Go to Royals.com/Fan Express for more information. Here's Brandon Moss.
Moss got him a little doinker to left field his first time up, and he just missed one. Broke his bat second time up. Little fly ball right field. Let's see if he can connect.
And Jesse wants to get together with Maldonado to talk it out.
We know it's 2 outs, and he's had a hard time. With 2 outs, retiring all hitters this year. But tonight, both of those runs are with 2 outs.
Ball 1. During this win streak, the Royals have done their damage, outscoring the opposition 42-14. Tonight 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position and 2 out. Moss with a fly ball to right. Calhoun will take care of it, and the Royals do not score after the leadoff double by Salvador Perez. place, and they're in Wisconsin, and Paul Casey has the lead. He shot 71 today and is now minus 71, but yesterday's leader, Ricky Fowler, who shot a 65, shot 73 today, so he's a little bit back, and the coverage tomorrow begins at 10 a.m. on Fox. 117th U.S. Open. Ben Revere will lead things off. Ben with Washington last year, and he was pretty much a 300 hitter. I mean, 3 times in his career he has hit over 300 for a season. But last year down to 217, and this year at 205. And Ben's still a young guy at 28. One ball, one strike.
Just love Kennedy. His focus tonight. Really good. Working on first pitch strikes. Ahead of the hitter. That's the reason his pitch count is so good. 65. Very efficient tonight.
He has faced the minimum 15. 15 up, 15 down. And it should be a 1-2 count after that foul off. They've got 2 and 1 on the board. And he's checking. And CB Bucknor is letting everybody know, yeah, it's 1 and 2.
So ahead of the hitter.
Hit in the ground. What a backhand by Escobar. Oh, man, that's a terrific play.
Woohoo! 1 out. Whew, better believe that. Pick and grin. That's beautiful. Nice little short hop backhand. You know, if he can't glove that, that's likely a base hit. He's right all over it. Look at this. A short hopper, had a little top spin on it, picked it with ease. Yeah. It's 2 nice defensive plays in the infield for Kennedy tonight. One Whitley, and now Esky, whom we seem to see him make a play like that nightly.
Now Martin Maldonado. 2 for 13 on this homestand. Tries to bunt. You know, there are critics who would say you can't bunt to try and break up a no-hitter, but when the team you're opposing is only leading 2-0, you want to get on any way possible to bring the tying run to the plate.
Absolutely. 86. See, that's 2 breaking balls in a row. He's not just up there saying, hey, here's the fastball. He's pitching. He's mixing in a little command and location.
Look at that speed range. 94 is high with his fastball, 76 with the curve. In there. Got a late call from CB Bucknor. And Maldonado, I don't think, liked it.
Well, if you swing at that, it's going to break your bat in about 10 pieces. That's a hard running heater right there. Got the corner. CB, I told you he's got a pretty liberal strike zone. He's going to give the corners. So as a hitter, you know that. Now 1 and 2, you got to swing anything close.
Down that left field line, but hooking foul. Maldonado has struck out 50 times this year. He was robbed of a hit. And that outstanding play by Merrifield for the 2nd out of the 3rd.
Maldonado doesn't know what's coming now. He shook 2 or 3 times.
He wanted to go with that fastball that looked awfully close.
He went right back into that same spot.
Could not get him to bite on the hook. Count 3-2. Fastball outside corner. And he blows it by him at 92 miles an hour.
Ooh, yeah. Challenge him with that fastball, has some teeth on it. Yeah, up in the zone like that, there's no chance. That thing, it appears like it's rising to the hitter, I guarantee you. He gets a lot of spin on his four-seamer.
He's immediately ready to go. First pitch changeup, ball one.
It looked like a strike to me.
That one, back-to-back changeups.
Yep. First one was a strike as well.
Pennington's been around with Oakland, Arizona, Toronto. Now the Angels as a backup infielder. Espinosa worked second base last night. Tonight, Pennington. 2-1. Cliff, good player at Texas A&M. Three and one. He was getting so many quick outs. And then he challenged him, and that ball is driven high and deep and gone. Home run, Cliff Pennington. So the perfect game lasts 5 2/3 innings. And the Angels carved the lead to 2-1.
Great bid. As his concentration, his pitch location's been excellent tonight for Kennedy, and that one just stayed right about thigh high. And over the middle. And he challenged him. That's what happens when you fall behind like that. You got to throw a strike. The hitter knows it's coming. And he caught it just right.
First home run this year by Pennington. And just asked for a new baseball, got right back up on the hill, getting the signs from Perez, and here we go. Strike one. Ian jumps ahead 0-2. Twice he's gotten Maven, once in a fly out, the other time on a strikeout. But after retiring 17 straight to open this game, a home run by Pennington.
He wanted that one too.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Huh.
Sure went right back there, and Maven fouls it off. Royals were able to hold down the Angels offense last night. They scored just 2 runs, and it was the 26th time the Angels have been held to 2 runs or less.
Now they're going back to fouling off pitches. Had a lot of fortune in the first few innings. They weren't fouling anything off. They were putting it in play, just keeping his pitch count low.
He challenged him, and it is sent down the line, but stays foul. Well, he served up so many fastballs to Maben. You wonder if he's going to hook him now. He hasn't thrown too many sliders. Throws both the slider and the curve.
Changeup's been a good pitch for him tonight.
Yeah, it has. 3-2. Out of 3 ball counts the last 2 innings. It's by far the most pitches he's thrown in any one frame. And that is shot down the line, so Maben comes through with a base hit. He'll take second. Now the tying run is in scoring position with 2 out.
Looked like it was an off-speed pitch by the way he was out ahead of it. Might have been a changeup that just stayed up, and no doubt it was fair.
Fans, we want you to show your support for your Boys in Blue and Royals charities as you drive around town with a personalized Royals license plate. Reserve your customized Royals plate with a $35 donation to Royals charities. This offer is only for Missouri residents. To register, visit royals.com/license plates.
So you and I are out of luck.
I know.
It's all right.
We're Sunflower State guys.
That's okay. What happened for the folks in Missouri?
Yep.
All right, big opportunity here to get that 3rd out. Calhoun, dead pull hitter. Any off-speed pitches, he's trying to yank it.
Ball 1. What do you think Dave Island was talking with him about?
Saying, hey, look, let's get out of this inning here. We'll get you some more runs. And let's execute the pitch you need to right here.
Ball, 1 strike.
Changeup's a good call on Calhoun, but make sure it's away. Fastball's up.
Well, that is one of the rare pitches he's thrown that has missed by that kind of margin. I mean, when he's missed by just inches. "28 total pitches this inning."
Yeah, that's a lot.
After throwing mainly strikes the first 5. Going behind a lot of the Angels in this 6th. Barely off the plate that time. Now a 3-1 count. First base is open, but you don't want to put the go-ahead run on with Albert Pujols in the on-deck circle.
Cole is setting dead red. He's looking for a heater right here. Same way Pennington was.
And he walked him. First walk in the game. He had not allowed a base runner until Pennington. And then on 3-2 Pennington homers, Maben doubles, Calhoun walks, Mike Minor warming up.
You know, Ian was cruising through until the runners got on, and now he's pitching from the stretch, so he hasn't pitched from the stretch a lot lately. Maybe that's throwing him off.
Pujols with 2 long fly balls his first 2 times up. In the first, in the fourth, but caught by Gordon and Kane. First pitch changeup, ball one. Albert has been quiet lately, just 8 hits in his last 51 times to the plate. Two and 0.
But Albert can come out of it at any time.
You're right.
Kennedy knows that. He's a little bit careful.
5 hits by Albert off Kennedy. We told you about that earlier. 3 of them home runs. Pitching him carefully and falling behind. 3 balls, no strikes. This all started with 2 out. Yeah, they gave him the green light on 3-0, and Moustakas over to the railing.
Pitch 35 coming, Fizz. That's way too many for him. Hopefully he can get out on one swing here.
And most of them have missed that strike zone. 18 of the 34 have missed, and that's why he's been fighting back in the count throughout this inning. Well, he got him to pop it up right side. Merrifield says, I got it. He does. So a terrific job by Ian Kennedy fighting himself in the 6th inning, but he gives up just 1. Ram truck at the Ram Drive and Discover sales event going on now, and brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less. Here at the Big A, the Royals still with a 2-1 lead. They'd love to get some insurance, and Alex Gordon will lead things off for the 2nd time. He led off in the 5th with a single and came around to score, but right now is the difference in this game. And a single by Kane, who has driven in both Royals runs.
Ah, great swing by Alex, right up the middle.
First pitch change up, strike 1. Another line drive is caught by the second baseman Cliff Pennington. We had that sprint trivia question we asked earlier in tonight's game. Name the 4 California-born Royals to rank in the top 20 on the club's all-time home run list. I forgot that George Brett was born in West Virginia, raised in Southern California. Mike Sweeney, Mike McFarland, Mike Moustakas,
Jermaine Dye.
and Jermaine Dye. Only got 2. 2-0 count. Merrifield with the base hit his last time up. He's really done a nice job in his return to the top of the order, and there is a strike. He looked a little inside. Witt dropped a bunt in San Francisco that got a rally started. High fly ball, left center. Cameron Maben will make the play, and 2 out. Very quietly, Jesse Chavez has bounced back from a rough outing against Houston. For a quality game, giving up just 2 runs in almost 7 innings.
I thought we'd have jumped on him a little bit more than we have been. Now, of course,
you know, a lot of lineouts in this game.
I mean, you can't control those, that's for sure.
Bonifacio doubled his first time and rolled out to the first baseman, and then lined out into a double play his last time up. Nine home runs for the rookie. That one hurt a little bit. You know, we were talking about the injury suffered by Hunter Dozier, where he broke the hook of the hamate bone in his hand, and it's usually down near the knob of the bat. And that's where Jorge just got a little owie. He pops it up to the right side. First baseman Valbuena wants it and takes it. And really quite a job by Jesse Chavez. 2 runs in 7 innings against a hot ball club. Here comes Minor. Los Reales on June 24th against the Blue Jays. Before the game, there will be live music and dancing on the Outfield Experience stage, and local restaurants will compete in the annual Salsa Showdown to earn the title of Best Salsa in KC. And be sure to get here early, as the first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive an exclusive Los Reales barbecue apron presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Visit Royals.com/Viva for more information and to purchase tickets.
Okay, Mike Minor's getting an opportunity here. Like that nice little average against the opponent's average, sponsored by Chevy. 197. 33 strikeouts in 33 innings. He's got a fastball that'll be 95 to 97 at times, although he works more comfortably around 93, 94.
Yeah, he's been really one of the Royals' best relievers this year since April 20th. He's 3-0 with a 1.3 earned run average, and he delivers a strike, and wow, a rather high strike. And that first pitch cut fastball.
Yep. Fastball, slider, changeup.
Got him to pop it up. Shallow center. Kane there. And Lorenzo makes the catch for the first out. And now it's time for the unlimited baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Melky Cabrera tonight at the Blue Jays went 2 for 4 with a double, a home run, and drove in 5. And Craig Kimbrell tonight at the Astros, his 19th save. Great ERA, 0.88. Red Sox breathing down the necks of the New York Yankees. Matt Harvey placed on the 10-day DL today. Boy, he has really gone through some hard times in the way of injuries. C.J. Cron is the pinch hitter. This is a guy with good power. Cron last year hit 16 home runs, drove in 69, but you can tell a quiet start to 17. And then he pops her foul right side that will find the seats.
Yeah, Soch going with him over the left-handed hitting Valbuena. Cron's hit .333 with 2 homers this year. You see that against lefties.
Beautifully located fastball at 95. Advantage Minor, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Royals got their runs in the 3rd and 5th. Home run by Kane in the 3rd. RBI single with 2 out by Kane in the 5th. 1 lone Angels run, a home run by Pennington that broke up the perfect game after 5 2/3 by Kennedy.
Retired 17 straight. Then he went to the stretch after Maben hit that double off him. He gave up the home run, then Maben with the double. And then he come pitching from the stretch. He hadn't been pitching from the stretch all night. His command wavered a little.
But he got Pujols with 2 on and 2 out. The dangerous future Hall of Famer Albert Pujols on a pop-up to second baseman Merrifield. Now Cron battling the lefty Minor. Minor had his mind made up, kept on shaking Salvi.
Cron's having a good AB here. He looks comfortable. It's his first opportunity of the year to pinch hit. You get a 7-pitch pinch hit at bat, that's good.
Came back with the cutter, and he's missed the last two to go from 1-2 to a full count at 3-2. Moustakas. Strong throw, 2 out. Simmons now 0 for 6 in the first 2 games of this series. 0 for 4 last night. Minor throws both the slider and the cutter. Very accomplished pitcher, and it's great to see him back healthy again. He was one of the most dynamic young lefties, starters in the game for the Atlanta Braves for several seasons, and then the shoulder problems.
And difficult last year, you know, hanging out with the team, rehabbing with the team, but not getting an opportunity to pitch. That's tough, and he's new to the organization, so nobody really knew him. And that's an awkward position for a player. So I'm happy for him this year that he's been as successful as he has been. He's been a bright spot in that bullpen. Ned really counts on him.
Yeah, I remember watching him with the Atlanta Braves, and boy, he really sparkling in the early years. Braves first-round pick, 7th overall. The top college pitchers coming out in 2009 out of Vanderbilt. And then he rears back and fires a good fastball by Simmons to even the count at 2-2. That's something he said he did not have last year.
It's a lot, you know. Shoulder injuries slow you down.
Got him to pop up. Kane in center field. Minor does his job with a 1-2-3 7th inning. The guy who has driven in all the runs, Lorenzo Cain, will lead things off in the 8th. A 2-1 lead as we take a look at our Dodge drive of the game. Lorenzo went deep for the 9th time this year, back in inning number 3.
Oh, there's the lean back. Now he gave an abbreviated lean back that time. That was just good, quick, solid hands right through the zone.
C.J. Cron stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he's at first base now. And we've got a new pitcher. Our Chevy call to the bullpen is Keenan Middleton, a 6'2" right-hander out of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, 20 games. He's got a pretty decent ERA, 2.65, 18 strikeouts in 17 innings. He's got a power arm. Loves it. He'll go low to mid, sometimes upper 90s. Good slider, changeup.
Entered the year ranked as the number 9 prospect in the Angels system. Terrific athlete out of the Pacific Northwest, where he went to Lane Community College, playing both baseball and basketball. He was their starting shooting guard on their junior college team, averaging over 11 points per game. Ooh, he was on that pitch, fouled it straight back our way.
Half an inch off. Good swing. You know a guy's got a good fastball, you're welcoming the challenge. That's up, and you can't touch that. Maybe foul it off to the back screen, that's about it.
Let it go and have a favorable count at 2-1, and you know he doesn't want to walk a guy with cane speed. Middleton back even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He hasn't been in the bigs very long. He made his major league debut on May 5th against Houston. Gave up a run in an inning of work.
Let's see if he tries something different besides the fastball. Maldonado put down more than 2 fingers. Ooh.
Wow, barely missed.
That's a nice spot. That's right where you want to put it. There's a little slider.
I would imagine Kane sitting dead red, because Middleton is a guy who has walked a fair share, 10 in his short time in the big leagues.
He's facing a guy who's pretty hot.
And Kane drives it deep to left. Revere going back, and Lorenzo has done it again.
Going from lava hot to scalding hot. I mean to tell you. After seeing 5 fastballs in this at bat to a hot hitter, I'm questioning Maldonado, the catcher, why he would continue to throw that in there to a guy who's scalding hot. Pulls his hands in. He let Middleton supply the power. Locane puts his foot right down, head position. Look at his elbow there. Nice little back leg. Love the balance and the swing. He is just in fuego.
So it's a 3-1 Kansas City lead. They've belted 2 home runs in this game, and now 16 in the last 6 games.
You can't sneak a piece of cheese by Locane now, Fizz. What are they thinking?
I do have something to debate with you, though.
All right.
I read the HUD glossary, and in the HUD glossary, lava hot was hotter than scalding hot.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know, but he's lava hot. Look, we'll just take it at that, and we'll take a nice little 2-run lead here in the 8th. A little bit more cushion would be nice, just for Herrera.
Hosmer's lined out, grounded out twice, both times facing Chavez.
All right, Locane's lava hot. That's as hot as you can get. It's the center of the earth, believe that.
Exactly.
Okay, so you can't sneak a piece of cheese by him. Look at him. I like the handshakes. Oh, yeah. That's the Locane lean back.
10 home runs and 9 of them since May 23rd. Strike in there to Hosmer. Boy, that's a good feeling. 6 home runs on this trip.
Oh, that's
He had
beautiful.
that 2
thing. And with a couple of games left, he's not done.
no, and he's had 2 on Saturday, which really got him going. There's Hosmer towards right field, scooped up by Pennington. He twirls and throws him out. Nice play. Fans decide which players you think are All-Star Game worthy by casting your vote through the Major League Baseball All-Star Game ballot on your computer, tablet, or phone. Vote at Royals.com/vote and catch all of the excitement from Miami during the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on July 11th on Fox. And Eric Hosmer, he hails from Miami, so obviously he'd love to be there playing that game. So we're pleading for our Royals fans to vote for Eric Hosmer to go to that All-Star Game back in his hometown.
And it's been working. He's creeping up.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it up, folks. Let's go. We're going to get him in there for sure.
Alonso, very deserving first baseman for Oakland. Obviously, Miguel Cabrera for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, no doubt. Those 2 guys are total quality. Looked like it was.
You were
just
going to make the
barely.
call before the crew chief.
Sorry, but it looked good. Yeah, you know, let's get him a trip back home. See if he can make a difference like he did last year's All-Star game.
And Ned Yost marketed for him earlier today, talking about, you know, just the type of player he is, where Ned was saying, you know, here was a guy when he was hitting 185, he was no different. He didn't change his attitude.
God, you know, the Royals have made a big difference in the last couple of All-Star games. All the players they've had in, all the coaching staff going back-to-back World Series.
Ned was the manager last year after winning the World Championship in 15. Hosmer was the MVP. And Perez also hit a home run in the same inning as Haas. The American League would win.
Yeah, and that's when they were counting on a win to see who had home field advantage in the World Series. I mean, that was big time. Now they changed the rules. It's not. It's now an exhibition game.
I like that better. Popped up. Third baseman Escobar will make the catch. And quite frankly, I'd like to see the home field advantage go to the team overall in the major leagues with the best record in baseball.
That's the way it is. That's a good idea. That rewards the team for their solid play.
Moustakas is 1 for 3 in the game. Twice he's hit the ball hard, once to right field and also lining out to right field, but the one hit he got was a flare to left where he popped it up, and the third baseman and shortstop were pulled over so far to the right side that they couldn't retreat, grab the baseball as it dropped innocently and left. 0-2.
It's a good matchup here for Moose. See if he may not get another fastball now. 0-2.
Middleton became the first member of the Angels 2013 draft class to reach the major leagues. He was drafted in the 3rd round. And Moustakas goes high and deep, and Maben back near the wall to pull it down. But Lorenzo Cain goes deep for the 2nd time in this game. He has driven in all 3 Royal runs. They lead by 2 going to the bottom of the 8th. Lava hot. provided by Kansas City center fielder. But, you know, fans, every time the Royals turn them a double play, the next day McDouble sandwiches are only $1 at participating McDonald's in the greater Kansas City, St. Joseph, and Lawrence locations. Royals with an outstanding defensive night. 2 sparkling plays by Merrifield and Escobar tonight. Now Soria, after Minor, threw a perfect 7th inning. 30th outing for Joaquin this year.
35 strikeouts, 27 innings. He's got good stuff.
He pitched the 8th inning last night, gave up a leadoff single to Espinosa, but then got Maben, Calhoun, and Pujols.
Fastball, slider, curve, changeup, split finger. Slow curves at times. Split fingers usually a pitch he'll use when he has 2 strikes in the batter. There's a slow curve there.
Boy, it was a beauty. That big old humpback curve. Line drive base hit to left center field.
Fastball right down the middle. 92. Just an easy swing. Rivera hit it earlier. Another one off Kennedy right to Escobar in that same spot. Escobar made a great pick. Backhand and threw him out. He's swinging good.
So now the tying run will come to the plate with Revere at first base. It's Eric Young Jr. He's hitting .316.
Yeah, he's having a, like I said, he's been the spark plug for Mike Trout, who's been out.
This is his first pinch hitting assignment this year. Strike 1. Well, after Soria gave up a hit last night to Espinosa, he got 3 ground outs. So a ground out here would look nice. Perhaps 2 outs on 1 pitch.
Yeah, it would be. Let's see. When you're pinch hitting, you know, you're cold off the bench. So it's not like you've already seen a pitcher or been in the game for 2 or 3 at-bats before. That might be a tough chance, nobody out, for a hit and run or a run and hit. Revere has good speed. He's stolen 4 out of 5.
Young went 0 for 3 last night with a couple of strikeouts. Chase Revere back to the bag. Slide step for strike 3. It really surprised Eric Young. Almost like a quick pitch from Joaquin.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time. He's a little slide step right down the middle. Shocked him. C.B. Bucknor rung him up. And Eric Young, Jr., you got to go. Good pitch by Soria.
Now Pennington, who's responsible for the only Angels run. That was a home run that broke up Ian Kennedy's perfect game after he went 5 2/3 innings of brilliant baseball.
3-1 count. He was looking for it all the way. It was belt high. Put a nice easy pass on it. I believe he knew it. Kennedy had retired 17 straight before that homer. Great bid.
We told you that the Angels lead the major leagues in stolen bases with 61, and they've been running a lot more with Mike Trout on the DL. Revere does not go, and the pitch is hit in the air down the left side, but it will find the seats in foul territory.
You know, with one out, now's the good time for a little hit and run. Because that way, hey, you got Maven coming up, you know, top of the order. Maven, he's hitting .324 with a runner in scoring position. Calhoun, Pujols. Wouldn't be a bad opportunity. Revere runs pretty well. 2-1 count. Good favorable count to the hitter. Ooh, nice pitch.
How about that? He throws him a splitty on a 2-1 count.
Oh man, that was perfect location. Yeah, that ball just dipped down, stayed down. Great call right there by Salvi. That pitch there, that's a good double play lane ball.
Throw it again.
It's going down, yeah. Hit a spot.
And then he goes back to the heater at 95 and strikes out Cliff Pennington.
Okay, now he put that split finger in the back of his mind, did Pennington, and then he just blew it right by him. Yeah. Know the feeling.
Maybe doubled his last time up right down that third base line. Stock is now playing a little tighter to the line. And Maven fouls it out of play, strike one. With that double, Cameron has now reached in 21 straight games. Seven-game hit streak, 11 hits during that span. Salvi was thinking about it, read it early, and came back to first.
Oh, he can't wait till a runner goes. Salvi's really been picking it up. He's at 25% now, but early in the season, his starters and his pitchers weren't holding runners very well. He didn't get a chance to.
Into right field, Bonifacio will make the catch, and that does it. Soria does a terrific job. We head to the ninth inning here in Anaheim. Royals 3, Angels 1. He blasted his 9th home run of the year. And then in the 8th inning, he blasted another. He now has 8 home runs in his last 13 games. And as Hud, he is
lava hot. He passed scalding a couple of weeks ago. Well, about a week ago.
Juan Gratterall is the new catcher for the Angels after Maldonado was pinch hit for by Eric Young. Bud Norris, who's been their closer, 2.59 ERA. Former starter had his best years with the Baltimore Orioles, but now coming out of the bullpen.
No, he's been good. Opponents only hitting 200 off him. ERA under 3. 40 strikeouts. 31 in the third. He's got good stuff. Still low to mid 90s. He sinks the fastball, slider change.
Yeah, they were hoping Houston Street would be their closer, but he got injured early. Steve Bedrosian, or Cam Bedrosian, son of Steve, struggled a little bit in the closer's role. He was terrific early and then struggled a little bit. Now Bud Norris.
Look for the fastball.
Ooh, good breaking ball for strike 1.
Was nice.
Escobar 1 for 3. Royals 3 runs on 10 hits. Bud worked 1 scoreless inning on Tuesday and the second appearance of this homestand. Earned his 11th save of the year, June 6th at Detroit. Popped up shallow right. Calhoun comes charging in and near the line makes the catch for out number 1.
Designated hitter, number 37, Brandon Moss.
Here is Brandon Moss, who singled his first time up, but since then has flied out twice.
But he's had good swings. No strikeouts tonight. He's real close. And you know, you miss a week in the National League parks, put you behind a little bit, but he's looked okay.
Ball 1. Norris's best year was as a starter with the Orioles, won 15 games in 2014. Pennington throws out Brandon Moss, and there are 2 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Kelvin Herrera warming in the Royals bullpen, getting ready for the 9th inning, where he will face hitters 2, 3, and 4. The meat of the order, the 3 best hitters in Calhoun, Pujols, and Escobar. So Gordon steps up. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Ball 1.
Alex's line drive to center field his second time up was really nice. I mean, he powdered it. He probably hit it 100 plus. Exit velocity. Now he's starting with his bat flat on his shoulder. Hands are up in a little better position. But as the pitch comes, everybody, no matter how they start, every hitter, he's going to bring his hands down to a natural hitting position. But it's, to be comfortable at the start of your at bat is the most important thing.
Alex angry with himself chasing that fastball that Looked like it was a little bit off the plate. Pulls it down the line, foul.
Too bad.
Yeah, because if it was fair, that might have been the triple he was looking for last night.
That's where it is.
You kept on saying down the right field line, just past Crone.
You know, that's the one. I mean, I've played here for 3 years and broadcasted for 11. I know where the triples are hitting this park. And we're just pulling a little bit too hard for him, maybe.
Gordon last night had a double to left, a home run to center, and a single to right. Norris, I think, thought he had strike 3, instead a full count at 3-2.
That's off.
Struck him out with the changeup. So it's time for Kelvin Herrera to try and close things out. 3 outs to go.
Royals Live will break it all down for you. Joel Goldberg by the Royals dugout. Ian Kennedy baffles the Angels again. 1 run allowed in 2 starts against them this year. And Lorenzo, it is version 2.0. The Lorenzo lean back, lava hot, low cane, 2 homers. Guys, maybe it's whatever the next version of lava hot is. He's slugging over 1,000 on this road trip alone. We'll talk about him and much more coming up on Boulevard Royals Live.
Boy, you have really been reading that HUD book, Joel, with all of those HUD cliches you just threw out at us. Way to go. Here's Kelvin Herrera pitching in his 28th game this year, searching for his 14th save and trying to hand Ian Kennedy his first win since September 11th last year at Chicago.
And he's well deserving for it.
Yeah, he is.
Herrera wants to do it. His ERA is a little bit high, over 5. Fastball, upper 90s, changeup, upper 80s, slider. The slider's been getting hit at times. It's out over the plate. It spins. Hopefully he'll just stay with the fastball changeup. That's been working for him.
Calhoun has struck out, grounded out, and walked. 1 ball, 1 strike. That last fastball at 99. Herrera hasn't had a save since June 7th, but really hasn't had many opportunities because the Royals have blown out quite a few of their opponents lately.
And hasn't that been nice? No stressful innings to games. Stay with it.
1-2, scoring 42 runs during this 5-game win streak. Trying to make it 6. Knocking off the Angels one more time.
Fastball's good. Down in the zone.
Herrera last pitched on Wednesday in San Francisco. Royals had a big lead in that one. He allowed an unearned run in the 9th inning.
That makes I give up a few hits, but closing situation is a lot different than closing and getting a save.
Tapper to Herrera, who underhands to Hosmer for the first out. That means Herrera doesn't have to allow Pujols to tie the game with a home run.
Yep, no, nice and easy. Took the out right in front of it.
Pujols, one of the great hitters of our era. 601 home runs, 9th in the all-time list. I mean, the names in front of him: Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, Rodriguez, Mays, Griffey, Tomey, Sosa.
One for 6. I bet that hit by pitch didn't feel good. Especially as hard as Herrera throws.
Fouled off. Oh, and C.B. Bucknor was wobbled right there. He's dropped to his knees on that ricochet. Says he's all right.
Now at that velocity, that's the top of the head like that. That would stagger anybody. That's 99 and fouled off. There's a lot on that. I've heard umpires say that on those that are barely fouled off like that, that they pick up speed even after that. Now I've heard umpires. Now you might talk to one of those science guys. You know, he might be able to tell you that that's impossible. But I think the umpires know a lot about foul balls coming off the bat.
Got him to pop up. Left side, Escobar wants it. 2 out. They have really kept Pujols in check in this series thus far. Just 1 hit in his 8 times up. So Herrera needs 1 more out for the Royals' 6th straight win.
You know, he put a little wrinkle on that. That got him off balance. He wasn't expecting a slider, so he got away with that. That'll work.
The Royals have controlled the middle of their order. Calhoun 0 for 3. Pujols 0 for 4. Escobar now up 0 for 3. Strike 1. Moustakas. The Royals have now won 6 straight. They keep pace in the American League Central. Lorenzo Cain was the star of this game, driving in all 3 of the Royals' runs. And for Herrera, it is his 14th save.
El Toro! Ole! Right, it's been a while since we've dropped that on him. And good for him. There you go. That's so fantastic. Our plays of the game, it leaves no doubt. Locaine on his